Turtles are one of the most amazing animals on Earth. They have been around for over 200 million years, and there are over 350 species of turtle alive today. And some of these species have very unique adaptations that allow them to thrive in almost any environment. So in this video, we will take a look at some of the most amazing adaptations that turtles have. And make sure to stick around until the end of the video, because I will be showing a turtle adaptation that has never been seen before. But before we start the video, I have a question for you. Do you know what the oldest living land animal is? It's a turtle named Jonathan. He is estimated to be around 190 years old. That is older than the oldest human, which means Jonathan has outlived 25 American presidents. How crazy is that? Now let's get into the first turtle adaptation, which is their shell. This is one of the most iconic features of turtles, and it's also one of the most important. Their shells protect them from predators and allow them to survive in a variety of habitats. In fact, the only part of a turtle's body that grows faster than its shell is its claws, meaning that if they are ever caught by a predator, their shell allows them to defend themselves and escape. Also, a turtle's shell is made up of two parts, the upper part called the carapace, the lower part called the plastron. These two parts are connected by a series of bones called bridges, which run from the back of the carapace to the front of the plastron. These bridges help to stabilize the turtle's spine and allow it to move more efficiently through the water or on land. Now, the material that makes up a turtle's shell can vary depending on the species. Some turtles have shells that are made up of hard, bony plates that are covered in keratin, the same substance that makes up our nails and hair. Other turtles have shells that are more flexible and are made up of a network of interconnected ribs and vertebrae. This flexibility allows them to bend their bodies and move more easily through the water. Now, the color of a turtle's shell can also vary depending on the species and habitat. Some turtles have shells that are green or brown, which helps to camouflage them against the plants or rocks in their environment. Other turtles have shells that are brightly colored or patterned, which helps to attract mates. For example, the male painted turtle has a red, orange, and yellow striped shell, while the female painted turtle has a more muted brown shell with some yellow stripes. Now moving on to the second turtle adaptation, which is their teeth. Now, turtles don't actually have teeth, but instead they have something called a beak. This beak is similar to the beaks of birds, and it's used for biting, chewing, and tearing apart food. The upper part of the beak is made up of keratin, just like a bird's beak, while the lower part is made up of bone. Now, turtles use their beaks to eat a variety of foods, depending on their species. Some turtles are herbivores and use their beaks to graze on plants and algae. Other turtles are carnivores and use their beaks to catch and eat other animals, such as fish and frogs. And some turtles are omnivores, eating both plants and animals. Now, the third turtle adaptation is their powerful jaws. Turtles have strong, sharp teeth inside their mouths that they use to grip onto prey, while their beaks do the work of tearing apart the food. This allows them to eat larger prey than they would be able to if they didn't have these strong jaws. Now, the fourth turtle adaptation is their tongues. Unlike most other reptiles, turtles have fully divided tongues. This means that they can manipulate their tongues independently, allowing them to manipulate their food and position it correctly for swallowing. Now, the fifth turtle adaptation is their eyes. Turtles have excellent vision both on land and in the water. Their eyes are large and have a wide field of view, allowing them to see predators and prey from a distance. Some turtles also have a special adaptation that allows them to see ultraviolet light. This ability allows them to see the polarization patterns in the sky and to navigate long distances. Now, the sixth turtle adaptation is their ears. Turtles have external ear openings on the sides of their heads, but they don't have any visible ears. The openings lead to a membrane-covered eardrum. Now, turtles can hear sounds underwater by using the vibrations that travel through the water and into their inner ear. They can also hear sounds on land by using the air in their middle ear to vibrate their eardrums. This allows them to communicate with each other by making various sounds. For example, male turtles often make a low croaking sound to attract mates. And some turtles also use vocalizations to defend their territory. Next, we have the seventh turtle adaptation, which is their sense of smell. Turtles have a keen sense of smell, which they use to find food, mates, and suitable nesting sites. They can detect odors in the air and in the water, which helps them to navigate and find what they need. Number 8 is their ability to live both on land and in the water. Many turtle species are able to live both on land and in the water, and they have adaptations that allow them to thrive in both environments. When they are in the water, they use their webbed feet to swim and their streamlined shells to reduce drag. On land, they use their strong legs to walk and their flexible shells to carry their body weight. Number 9 is their ability to hold their breath. Turtles can hold their breath for a long time, which allows them to stay underwater for extended periods. This is useful for them to conserve energy when they are hunting for food or escaping from predators. Some species of turtles can hold their breath for up to 4 hours, and the world record for a red-eared slider is 6 hours and 16 minutes. Number 10 is their ability to regulate their body temperature. Turtles are cold-blooded, which means that they rely on external sources of heat to regulate their body temperature. They have adaptations that allow them to absorb heat quickly, such as their dark-colored shells, which absorb heat from the sun. They can also bask, which is when they lie in a sunny spot to warm up. And now for the bonus turtle adaptation that I promised you. Number 11 is their ability to retract their heads and limbs. Not all turtles can retract their heads and limbs, but those that can have special adaptations that allow them to do so. When they retract their head, they pull it straight back into their shell, while the retracted limbs are tucked under their shells. This ability allows them to protect themselves from predators when they are on land. However, there are a few exceptions. The leatherback sea turtle cannot retract its head, and the common snapping turtle can only retract its head partially. Now, I want to talk about an amazing discovery that scientists made recently. You see, we recently discovered that turtles have an extra respiratory system hidden inside their shells. That's right, turtles breathe through their butts. It turns out that in addition to their lungs, turtles have a network of sacs inside their shells that are used for gas exchange. These sacs are located in the turtle's rib cage, and they are filled with a fluid that is rich in oxygen and carbon dioxide. The fluid in the sacs is constantly being circulated by the turtle's heart, which pumps it through the network of blood vessels that run through the ribs. This allows the turtle to absorb oxygen from the fluid and release carbon dioxide into it. Then the fluid is returned to the sacs to be recycled. But why do turtles need this extra respiratory system? Well, it turns out that they use it to absorb oxygen from their environment when they are submerged underwater. This is especially useful for turtles that spend a lot of time underwater, such as sea turtles. Sea turtles can stay underwater for hours at a time while they are searching for food, and during that time, they are not able to get enough oxygen through their lungs alone. That's where the sacs come in. They are able to extract oxygen from the surrounding water and release carbon dioxide back into it. This allows them to stay underwater for much longer periods of time. As I said at the beginning of the video, there are over 350 species of turtle alive today, and some of them have very unique adaptations that allow them to thrive in almost any environment. We took a look at some of the most amazing adaptations that turtles have, including their shells, teeth, powerful jaws, tongues, eyes, ears, sense of smell ability to live both on land and in the water, ability to hold their breath and regulate their body temperature, and their ability to retract their heads and limbs. We also talked about how turtles breathe through their butts and how this extra respiratory system allows them to absorb oxygen from their environment when they are submerged underwater. Now, I want to ask you a question. Do you know of any other turtle adaptations that we didn't cover in this video? If so, please share them in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video and learned something new about turtles, please give it a like and subscribe to my channel. We would really appreciate it. Thanks for watching.